Hi, I'm Corey the Psychic. I am Corey, life coach, psychic astrologer, artist, writer, and mystic. With over 60 years of totally satisfied clients scattered worldwide. I've been advising people ever since I was a child. I didn't realize what my mother was doing, but a few of her friends would always make contact with me on an occasional basis when they were visiting and ask me questions. We would sit there for quite a while oftentimes talking about things. Me just talking off the top of my head. Oftentimes I didn't know what it is that they were concerned about. One woman always wanted to know when it was lucky for her to take a vacation trip. I was just a child, and we would look at a calendar and I'd pick a day. I didn't find out until I was in college from my mother that her friend was wanting me to pick out dates that would be lucky for her to go and gamble in Las Vegas. She always gave me good tips, usually $100 bill, and I would save it. Basically, all of her clients would give me tips. My mother is psychic, and she understood and cultivated and encouraged in a very passive sort of way my abilities. Her mother is psychic, and so on. Family heritage. I'm a psychic life coach. We think out of the box because we can see past the boundaries. Today is a boundary to tomorrow. And I'm lucky enough oftentimes with my clients to see what it is that's possible in the future. Our futures are not inevitable, and our possibilities oftentimes go uncultivated or unrecognized because we're not prepared. I'll prepare you today for something really important. You now learn how to control a universal problem, worry. And what I tell you has worked for me. Worry is an ordinary and heartfelt part of life, being concerned about people we care for or personal situations that have a feeling of risk. We can get strung out on worry oftentimes and keep ourselves from really enjoying life by worrying about embracing something that might have risk in it. Worry is a type of fear. There are profound personal, political, medical, psychological, and spiritual issues with this state of mind. Worry is not a minor concern. Oftentimes it's a major part of people's lives, unfortunately. Worry may have positive intentions, but can have dramatically negative results for everyone involved. Negative results for everyone involved. Even communities and large groups of people, even nations. People as a group can be worried about the same thing. The contemporary scientists of the mental health field label worry a concern, a symptom, and anxiety. It's really fear. It's not just a concern. It's not just a mood. It's fear. And oftentimes it's well rooted. I'll tell you how to deal with it. According to science, worry creates bad chemicals in our brain and in our body, distressing our body, causing pains, and depleting our autoimmune system, making us more susceptible to other kinds of illnesses and disabilities. And when our lifestyle distresses us and stresses us, These same chemicals are created in our brain and cause us to feel worry and anxiety, often for no apparent reason. Even if it is a chemical in our brain, the feeling of fear is real. Medication often helps. These chemicals in our brain and body can sometimes cause the feeling of worry to snowball into a panic attack, which can be totally debilitating. Worry can ruin physical health. Worry can destroy relationships and careers. At the very worst, the hopeless feeling can lead to suicide attempts caused by the fear of unresolved concerns. People living in the spirit realm or having religion know repetition of any words and thoughts is a prayer. And with worry, it's a request to be granted by the constant negative imagination. Even if you do not think whistling has power, just do it long enough and the dogs will come. This is known as the law of attraction. We get what we ask for. That's an old axiom. Worry shapes the creation of our personal reality. In the beginning, there was the Word. All we create starts with thoughts, taking shape as images in our mind, leading into desire. The Bible says we are to pray unceasing. We do that unintended because our life is actually a living prayer, being asked and answered with every breath. As we think and as we say is how unfolds this very day. And if we let our worry create an image of negative outcomes, that's likely what can happen. We create the world we live in. That is what karma is, a predisposition in our thinking and what we choose to believe. And that is what unfolds as our life and our world. Worrying about ourselves or other person puts a dark cloud of distress over their life and over our life by imagining and seeing visions that are negative and destructive and terrifying. Life is an unintended prayer, and we should be conscious of what it is that we're thinking and saying. Negative visualizing of bad things happening is horrible, and we must avoid it. The solution to worry is to focus on feeling the happiness and joy we all share when any concern is resolved. This will bring joy into your life, knowing you have done something good and seeing good outcomes to concerns. Don't worry and see negative images. Embrace blessings for the people you're concerned about. See a blessed, joyful outcome in things it is that worry you. Feel the good, not seeing the bad. Break the hold of negative emotions with a long hot shower, a long hot soak in a hot tub of Epsom salts. Lots of Epsom salts, it's cheap. Or exercise, like walking or swimming. Concern without a plan is worry. The way to deal with worry is to confront it with a plan to resolve concern. Any plan will work to eliminate worry because plans change, and the important thing is to have a plan that creates light at the end of the tunnel, a plan that sees a positive outcome of your concerns. It doesn't have to be complicated, just a simple vision of your seeing the positive joy of things resolved. Make a plan. Make a plan. Any plan will work. Plans change in process, so do not overthink this. Write your plan briefly. Any plan creates hope and joy. Focusing on the feeling of joy confidently loosens the painful bond of worry. Imagining joy as the outcome is getting control of your life. Focus on the desired feeling of a positive outcome, moving beyond hope. Have your plan, but let the universe provide the shaping of the plan's details in its own perfection. Just imagine the feeling of happiness in the outcome and the desired joy it brings, not how your plan is accomplished. Let the universe take care of how it's accomplished. The joy at the end is what it is that you should be focusing on. What we see is what we get. So see joy, a positive outcome. Imagine your desired feelings of joy with the results the universe brings. However, worry out of control can be a blessing also, leading to the desire for union with a higher power. Begging with prayers for a solution, a divine intervention to relieve a crisis can put a life on a higher level. Prayer works. People have said they got religion when lost in worry and fear. The higher power is real, and prayer works. Worry can motivate positive, constructive action, causing dams to be built to control floods and many other impressive acts, like saving money for a rainy day. That's a lot of relief when we have a financial cushion and allows us to avoid the worry of being penniless and destitute. Start saving. It adds up. Avoid spending on frivolous things. Don't buy on a whim. Be thoughtful about what you spend. And put aside. Put it in the bank. And when you have enough, put it in the stock market and leave it there. The market always goes up in the long term. Worry can shape our world into a serene paradise. Worry can be a blessing when addressed with a plan and love, enriching our lives also. Love casts out fear. Worry can enrich our lives also. Love casts out fear. Pursuing a plan for others we worry about is love and dedication. Making a dedicated plan regarding another person is a resolution that can eliminate another person's worries. See them with a happy resolution to a situation that concerns you. Don't see the negative outcomes. See the positive blessings coming to them of a wonderful solution where joy is experienced by all. We must plan to remove our worry from others. Don't worry about people. Bless them. Bless them. See positive outcomes for the concerns you have. We must stop our negative imaginations, images, seeing harm coming to others. That's a horrible thing, to visualize negative experiences and horrible events happening to another person, because it can help make it happen. See blessings in their life and imagine the joy, not negative images. See joy in their lives, for them and for you. Worry is a two-edged sword that can ruin or serve our life. Mastery is the planning. Mastery is in the planning, hope, and trusting the universe. We use our power of imagination to have images of a joyful resolution. This joy should be imagined even before the inevitable solution becomes real. Visualize your joy of the solution that's coming. Worry can exhaust a person and ruin lives or build for tomorrow. Worry can be positive or negatively used. It can help us build for tomorrow our concerns when we put a plan. These simple steps are worth listening to many times until mastery is accomplished and your life belongs to you. In the Bible, the book of Proverbs says, a person who can control their emotions is more powerful than a general that takes a fortress in battle. Be powerful by focusing on the desired feeling of joy, not the negative images of worry. A book I wrote, The Handbook of Dealing with Fools, is a powerful resource of insight in avoiding worry and improving your quality of life in every way. It is an online Amazon Kindle book for 99 cents and a paperback by Corey. Just go to Amazon.com, then go to Kindle Books, and then type in James Turner Corey, Corry, and it'll bring you right to the screen where the book is. You might have to scroll a little bit to find it, but all 6 of the books I have written are there for 99 cents a copy. An email book. It's available in paperbacks too, but the email you can read on your phone. This book, Handbook of Dealing with Fools, is an oftentimes humorous rendition of a very respected ancient book of wisdom, put in today's simple, liberated words, acceptable and made understandable to all the world's people and traditions. Get a copy today and change your life. I close as your servant, Corey. Get in contact with me at any time. 276-492-1785. That's my direct line. Call anytime, day or night, and we'll discuss these issues of worry and how to make the things I suggested work for you. Thank you. Stay in touch.